subscribers to Jasmine Up with Jasmine Nicole, the tiny edition. This is your host, Jasmine Nicole. I am reporting to you live from the Fort Lauderdale Home Design and Remodeling Show, where I have the pleasure of interviewing HGTV's Linda Phan and celebrity makeup artist / beauty blogger Annalee Belle. Strap up, guys. Come on for this ride. This is going to be a great show. Alrighty, viewers, I am excited to bring you Linda Phan and Annalee Belle. So I am going to ask them some questions and we're going to get to know the ladies a little better. So let's do this. Now, most people know Linda from HGTV's Property Brothers and Buying and Selling, and of course being the wife of Drew Scott, but do not know that she is actually the creative director of Scott Brothers Entertainment. Tell the viewers a little bit about your role as creative director and what that looks like.
So I'm on my computer all day long, so it's not very glamorous, but I love it because I am super passionate about brand building, and more than brand building, I just love being able to connect with people, and Drew and Jonathan have such a great brand, and they can, a lot of people can relate to them, so it's great that we're able to share that with the world through home design, because everything comes down to family, everything starts at home, so it's just such a great place to start, and from there we're able to grow into other things like furniture design or charitable projects, which we're super passionate about. So yeah, it's a little bit of everything, and it just
really
requires
exciting.
Creativity, and we just really make what we want and work with people that we love, and yeah, we're super happy that we get to do what we do.
Sounds like a dream job, especially with family.
It is, yeah.
I know you have to have great time management skills.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so Annalee, everybody knows that you're a celebrity makeup artist and a beauty blogger. However, most do not know that you're an avid crafter and has been doing so for a while. Now, Annalee, where did this passion come from, and how long have you been crafting and DIYing?
So it's funny, we were just talking about this last night. So I started crafting when I was pretty young with church stuff. I remember we would always make Christmas ornaments, and I can't remember what they're called. Those little yarn stars where you glue popsicle sticks around it.
Yeah. Crosses, yes.
Yeah, so we would always do those. And then I think when I was around 5 or so, my grandma started buying patterns for doll clothes, and so it was Barbie clothes. And so I started sewing with her, making all these Barbie clothes, and she would buy a pack of 80s designs and then 70s. And so I actually learned a little bit about fashion as well. And I loved spending time with my grandma, and I loved Barbies, and I loved fashion. So it was everything together. And then that kind of developed into thrifting and altering my clothes. Even though I wasn't great at sewing, I loved altering them and making them my own.
I think that's the best thing about crafting and DIYing. You don't have to have the skill, you just need to do it.
For sure,
yes.
For sure.
You just have to commit to it.
Yeah. So has that affected your makeup artistry or your blog, any crafting?
You know what, I think it has, because sometimes I look at textures a little bit more, and I somehow it kind of weirdly translates into skin texture. Wow. So I've suffered from acne a lot, and I had a lot of really deep scars for a long time, and I think in learning fabric textures, kind of helped me relate that to makeup and how to smooth different textures and hide different things.
That's interesting. I never would have related the two, but it makes sense now that you say it.
And I think your makeup artistry helps with crafting, because we had a paint night in Nashville one time, and she was so good and super meticulous, but you can tell that she's a makeup artist with painting.
That's awesome. I love how you ladies play off of each other. It's amazing. Okay, so fantastic. I am moving on. Okay, ladies, we're going to talk tiny. So South Florida is known for tiny spaces, whether you're renting an apartment or a condo. What are some DIY space-saving ideas or tips one could create or use to maximize space in a tiny place? Who wants to go first?
Call the Tiny Chef. If you haven't seen Tiny Chef on Instagram, please look him up. He's the best. He's so cute.
He'll make your day.
So when I moved to Vegas, I moved in with 2 friends, and I just had a room. And I used the house obviously, but my space was my room. It was very small. The bed took up most of everything. And for me, it was storage. So I have a lot of stuff because I was a model and makeup artist. I was traveling a lot. So for me, it was finding decorative storage. So everything had to look cute that was showing. I didn't care as much if it was like, I would get the organizers that went under the bed, and I didn't care what those looked like. But as far as shelving, I would always find something colorful. But then I also organized within the organizer. So,
Smart.
Yeah.
That's really smart.
Like trays and stuff.
Yeah.
Within. Yeah.
Little dividers.
Yeah, that's smart.
That is pretty smart. I live in 300 square feet right now, so
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to
Yeah,
take
you
that
gotta
with me.
be clever with your space.
Yeah.
So I'm like you, I'm making a lot of stuff because I wanted a marble table, and I'm like, I'm not paying these crazy prices.
Making a marble
Oh, I
table?
made it, girlfriend. I'll show it to you after
Okay.
we finish the interview.
I'm so intrigued
That's
now.
a big project.
It really was not.
I'm like, I'll make a marble table for a Barbie.
For tiny
like
chef.
tiny, yeah.
Okay, so question number 2 about Tiny. What are some design choices that could add the appearance of space?
Mirrors is a big thing, but not too frivolously.
Yeah.
Like a large statement mirror can make the room look twice as big, and that paired with proper lighting.
Yeah.
Like if you light up the room, it'll immediately make the space look larger.
Yeah.
So when you say lighting, do you mean lamps, or explain that?
So make sure that there's even lighting, so like a good
Okay.
chandelier, for example. But beyond that, because sometimes chandeliers don't give ample lighting, have pot lights on the ceiling as well. So that provides even lighting in every corner, so it's not like dark in one spot, because the chandelier will mostly light up the middle. But if you have the pot lighting throughout, like on the rest of the ceiling, then it'll evenly light the rest of the room.
I'm like listening, but I'm like, okay, I need to think about this when I go home.
Especially if you don't have natural light
Yeah.
coming in. Yeah.
I find that the best way to relate lighting is like to clothes. So as a woman, like, sometimes we're a little fluffier than others. What do we wear to look slimmer? Black. So black shadow makes it look smaller. The more light makes it look bigger. It's the same for makeup, if you want to accentuate something, you lighten it.
Since you brought up colors, what are some good colors that could add the appearance of space?
I honestly think any color can add space. It just has to be done right. Like an accent wall versus painting an entire room dark blue. Maybe you just do the one wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like the accessories are darker.
Yeah, I think you can play with color. Like, I think in the past I would have said go with light colors, but for example, in our master bedroom, we went with the black paint, but we have so much natural light coming in that it's okay. Like, it sets the mood and it still looks large.
Yeah, and that's, I don't think I would ever wake up with the black walls. That seems like
Super
that is great,
relaxing.
to sleep with. So now it's the fun part. Alrighty, now for some fun with our viewers, we're gonna play a question game where I will ask you both questions. So say the first answer that pops into your head.
At the same time?
Well, no, who wants to start? Okay, she threw you under the bus, so you're starting first. So Linda, who is your childhood celebrity crush?
Oh, that's so easy. She can say it with me. Okay, ready, set, go.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Really? Can we ask why?
I loved Titanic.
She's a bit of a Titanic junkie.
Yeah, I went to the exhibit to look at all of the artifacts. I just like the story.
That's cool.
And I think he's a great artist, and I like that he is so diverse in his roles.
Yeah.
He's also like just an amazing human being.
That is true.
Yes, I love all of the work he's doing for the environment.
Okay, so this is your question. If aliens landed on Earth tomorrow and offered to take you home with them, would you go?
No, but JD would. I'd send him with them.
So would he leave with them without you, though?
Probably. He's a big space enthusiast.
Really?
Yeah.
That
He
is fun.
said if they ever have Mars missions, he'd totally would be for it.
So I asked the right question to the right person.
Yeah. So I'd be like, heck no.
Right.
So now I want to know his answer. So if you ask him, please put it on social media.
I will.
Okay, so now back to you. If you were a wrestler, what would you... I'm telling you, these questions are
What was
hilarious.
the last part?
If you were a wrestler, what would your entrance song be? Because you know how when you box or you wrestle, you have a song that you come out to?
I'm thinking like luchador.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
What gets you pumped up?
Shoot.
What do you exercise to?
You're assuming that I exercise.
That's right.
She does.
Oh my gosh. What song would
I feel like maybe the one. It was the one we heard at bar, and you were like listening to it on YouTube.
Oh, but that's like super
But it's kind of
zen.
mellow, yeah.
It doesn't matter if
Okay,
they
well,
get you in the
it's-
zone.
What is it called? It's
Should be the Zen boxer.
called Whole Heart. But it's the remix version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
It's like
specifically the
Griffin
remix?
Whole Heart. I don't know. It's just like
That's the one that
I
spoke
do
to
this
you.
like I'm a DJ, but I'm not.
See?
Got a
She's
little
like-
bump.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can just look it up.
I'm definitely got to look it up now.
It's like super zen, but it's still like really upbeat.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Okay. What was the worst haircut you ever had?
Oh, I can't tell the full story because it's not like politically correct what I got called. But so it was about 10 years ago. I had been dark brown for years. I wanted to go bleach blonde and make my whole head rainbow. So the girl that did my hair fried it, over-processed it instead of just saying, hey, your hair can't handle this.
Wow.
So my hair was longer than this. And by the time she got done bleaching it and combing it and it snapping off, it was about to here. And then we had to cut it about to here. And yeah, so basically the only hairstyle I could do was like tease it all over because my hair was about this long.
So
all
you
over.
had like
It was like one. Well, no,
You
like,
look mind blown.
like from here,
can't picture
the
it.
hair down here was like this long, but it was that long all over my head.
Ooh.
So there were like some of my bangs kind of stayed, but yeah, I could basically only tease it all over or like do cute little pigtails, and that was it. And I'll tell you what my friend called it when we're not filming.
Oh, goodness.
man.
So the zombie apocalypse is coming. Who are the 3 people you want on your team?
Drew, definitely.
Why?
He's very strategic.
Okay.
And he has long legs, so if we have to run, then I can just like hop on his back and
Boom.
just like. But then again, like zombies don't run; they just walk slowly, right?
I don't know.
Most
It depends.
movies.
I don't
They
play
might
with
evolve.
zombies.
They might evolve.
You know?
2. Don't be offended if I don't pick you.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not. This is survival.
I feel like you have to throw JD in just because, like, he seems like he
what
would
would
be.
JD offer though? Like,
But who's
survival skills?
shooting them?
He
Somebody
is-
has to
but
shoot their head.
JD, I don't know if
JD's
Drew.
not that athletic, so.
No, but JD is like really knowledgeable about survival skills.
Yeah,
Boom.
so JD.
Yeah.
JD.
Okay, for his
Yeah.
survival
Good call,
skills.
good call.
And that one last person.
Who's the smartest person I know?
Because you're going to have a strategy with them.
Yeah,
Think
I
of
mean,
a woman because you want to have
oh,
like
for
a
sure.
girl buddy.
Yeah.
Some smart
Yeah.
woman.
Okay, actually, no, you.
She's like, I might not pick you. I'm picking you.
Because she thought about it when you're in survival mode.
No, I'm thinking ahead. You
Yeah.
said smart one. I'm like, okay, you. And then I thought, like, okay, if we're the last humans, then we need to repopulate, and you and JD.
Perfect.
Boom.
And then
It's perfect.
Me and Drew.
We're a little survival
Boom.
squad.
Yeah, see?
Gotta
So now
make
you know.
jackets.
If the
Strategy.
apocalypse comes,
Yeah.
get ready.
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll head to
cool.
LA.
I'm glad I had that planned out.
And this is the last question. What is one article of clothing that someone could wear that would make you walk out on a date with them? For me, it's skinny jeans. Men with skinny jeans,
Girl,
that's disgusting.
you're my best friend now. I don't know if it would just be skinny because not everyone can pull it off, right? Like it has to be paired right.
Guys
I can't do men with
Wait,
skinny
guys
jeans at
with
all.
Oh, you can't. I love
Some
it.
guys
I
can
love
pull
it.
it off.
Wait,
I
was
can't
the question
do it.
for me
Like,
to
really?
not go on a date with them or go on a date?
What would make you walk out of a date
Out
if they
of it.
showed up?
An affliction shirt.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of
I'm out.
those.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Are you still around?
And there's a mentality that comes with that affliction shirt, and it's like, no,
Yeah.
we don't need it.
It's just, I probably shouldn't have said that because they reached out to me.
Well, I would have. Good, I got ad libs.
There's the specific one, you know what I mean? Like
With
it
the affliction, with the
says-
cross.
Yes, that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that's
Rhinestones.
done. Yes. Those jeans. I
It's
can't
not
deal
done
with it.
everywhere though, sadly.
Skinny jeans are fine.
I love.
For me.
I
Some
was a
guys-
skater girl and BMXer, and like all my guy friends wore skinny jeans, so I'm like,
Yeah, with like cool sneakers.
Yeah.
Or
See,
boots.
I'm a country girl, so if we wear the same pants, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't. You got to be thicker than me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I can't do it. Well, I want to thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much.
that was a
so-
great interview.
Yeah.
I love
Thank
that.
you. Thank you.
awesome. Thank
I'm
you.
trying. I'm trying. So that's it for this awesome episode of Jazzing It Up, and I'd like to say thank you to my guests, and I will see you next